So now we will do the methods of string. So the first method is capitalize. So the capitalize method converts the first character of a string to uppercase and converts all the remaining character to lowercase. So it does not change the original string because string in Python are immutable. So it returns a new string in uh, in the form of variable. So this is the basic syntax of using capitalization method. So capitalization takes no argument, means it takes no argument. So basically it will returns the value, return a new string in which first character is uppercase and remaining characters are in lowercase. Suppose we have this string having a variable name text and the string name is Python programming, and if we use characterize operator here method, sorry, so it will change the first character of this string, means P in capital and the remaining others are in small. So only the first letter become uppercase, everything else become in lowercase. So this is an first example of using this method. So we have text variable having hello world string, and we are using directly printing text dot capitalize. So it is converting the first character in first letter in uppercase and remaining in lowercase. So these are the other examples given here, which are basically uh, given to check in different cases how this method is performed. So here we have example number 3, where P is small and others are in improper method. So we can use in this method as well. So sometimes numbers are given as the first character. So the first character is a number, not a letter. So nothing will change in that condition. So here this empty string is given. So an empty string remains empty. There is no change can be done by using capitalize method. After that, we have some common mistake that are done by students. So this is how they are using capitalize method. So the use of capitalize method is correct, but they forgot that the capitalize returns a new string. It does not modify the original string. So we should print the capitalize method, use of capitalize method. We can't directly print the given text. So if we want to modify it, we simply assign the text equal text dot capitalize. So there are some real life use cases are given here. You can check how. So it is required to practice these questions in practice editor of Python so that you can understand the use of capitalize method. Make sure you will try these questions in your practice editor. These are the questions which are more similar to the examples which we have done earlier. So some theory questions you should practice as well. So the second method is case fold. So the case fold method converts all character in string to lowercase. It is more powerful than lower because it is designed for case insensitive string comparisons, especially with international Unicode characters. Like all string methods, case fold returns a new string and it does not modify the original string. So case fold take no arguments. It will always return a new string where all uppercase letters are converted to lowercase. So case fold is similar to lowercase, but it performs a more aggressive conversion of certain Unicode characters. So for normal text, let's consider we have this example given here, text equal hello. So if we use text dot cascode here, so all the capital letters will become lowercase and it will print directly. Now we have some examples are given here to understand the use of case fold method. So here the examples. You can also try these questions in your practice editor. Make sure you will understand the use of case fold because it is important. So basic purpose of using casfold method is all uppercase letters become lowercase, and it will always return the new string. The original string will not get modified or update any time. So every uppercase letter is converted to lowercase in casefold. So please try these questions. After that, some common mistake will be shown you. So now some common mistakes are given here that are usually made by some students. So these are the common mistakes that are done by students. So make sure that make sure that casefold returns a new string. It will not modify the original string. So sometimes student may forget this topic or this thing. So they directly print the given variable. So some practice questions are given here as well. Please try these questions in your Python compiler so that you can understand the case fold in better way. These are the questions which are basically of all type that can become as a part of questions. Please try these questions. So the next method is center method. So the center method returns a new string by placing the original string in the center of a specified with. If extra space is available, Python adds padding on both left and right sides. So there is an important point here. If the specified width is less than or equal to length of string, the original string is returned unchanged. So here the same thing is happen, but the here the center method take two parameter. First one width, total width of the new string, then the fill character, special character used for padding. So default is space, then it will return a new string. Here the given as is specified. So this is how the explanation of a example is given here. We have a string of 6 character, and we are using here uh, center 10, so it will add 2 on left and 2 on right side the space, because we are adding 6 plus 4 characters. So these are the examples given here using with and fill character. So you can check and try these questions in your compiler. So common mistakes are given here, that fill character must be exactly one character. So sometimes there is sometimes by chance students make two character in the fill character, so it must be exactly one character, otherwise it will be a type error. And the second common mistake is, as we know, center will always return a string. It will not directly affect the original string, so we must print the text dot center and the given thing, because it will return a new string and does not modify the original string. So this is the correct way. So the next given method is count. So it will always return the number of times a specified value substring of a or character appears in a string. Here the basic syntax of code count method is given here. So in count method we have three parameters: value, start, end. So value is the character or substring to search, and start is the starting index of search, default 0, and ending is the ending index, default is end of the string. So it will always return an integer representing the number of occurrences of a specified value. Suppose we have this text equal apple, banana, apple, mango, apple. So if we write that I want to find by using count method, so we can use count method, but the occurrence of that count method, first occurrence of that string will be specified or given. So here example number one is given. It is similar to the first one. So the second question is count a character. If we have a variable programming and we are using text dot count a, so the a occurrence is two times, so it will print two. So if it is not found, so it will, let consider we are finding z in Python, so the letter z is not present here, so it will print zero. Okay. So the next example is using start. So we have different method. We have three parameters: value, start, end. So here he is using start method, start parameter. Sorry. So here it is using start and end both parameters. So the purpose of using start and uh, end parameter is to give a specified range to check the occurrence of that variable or that value. Now it will check from only from that range. Out of that range, the occurrence of variable will not be checked. So some common mistakes are given here. As I have already told, the value parameter is always required in count, so that you can check for the value. In count, only returns the number of occurrence. It does not modify the string. So this is the common mistake. So some practice questions are given here now. You can practice these questions in your Python compiler so that you can understand these questions clearly.
So now we will understand the next method of string ends with. So the ends with method check whether a string ends with a given uh, element or not. This is the syntax of using ends with. String dot ends with, then parameters value start and end, the character or substring to check the end of the string, then it will returns true or false. If suppose we have text python.py, and if we write print text dot ends with dot py, the Python check whether the string ends with dot py. If true, then it will print true, otherwise false. Example is here, example one. These are basically example of same method using same syntax. Please do these question, examples in terminal so that you can understand easily. Like here in example 3, we have a text variable hello world and we want that the text dot ends with Python or not. And that's wrong, so it will print the false because it is ending with word. The string does not ends with Python, so it returns false here. Example 4 is using start. So start gives to check from the it will give the starting point of the index like 6. So it will start from 6 and check whether from after 6 the string is ends with Python or not. Example 5 is given in which start and end both are used. So it will check from 0 to 12 indexing that the Python is the last word or not. So if we check that text equal hello Python word, the hello Python is of 12 words, so the Python is the last one, so it will returns to the Python considers only hello Python. Since this substring ends with Python, the result is true. Sixth example is given where we are checking the single character. Some common mistakes are like the value parameter is mandatory in this method ends with empty parameters may lead to type error. Then mistake is it will not modify the actual text, actual string. Either it will return the boolean value. Some practice questions to practice in Python editor, Python terminal. You can check and practice these questions. So there's a difference between starts with and ends with method in Python. So you can check a quick difference between starts with and ends with. Yeah. If it starts with, check the beginning of the string and ends with check the ending of the string. And both syntax are same, parameters are same. Examples are given as well. So the next method is find method. So the find method searches for a specified character in a string and it will check the value from the string and returns the indexing point of starting. Means if we are using string.find, we can give three parameters. First one is mandatory, that is value, required character or substring to search for starting index or ending index. Returns value, index of the first occurrence, and -1 if the value is not found. Suppose we have text equal Python program and we will write that print text dot find. Then Python starts searching from the beginning 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then it will check the first occurrence of P in the text. So that is at 0, so it will return 0 and it will print. Same example number 1. So these are the example you can practice. Example fifth is given using start and end. So check or find the date value from the starting index of 2 and index of 5 means 5 minus 1. Python search only from index 2 to 4. We can also find a substring using find method as given example. Some common mistakes as well given here. Value parameter is required every time. It is mandatory to fill. Common mistake 2, that find method will not make change in. Always check if the result is -1 before using it. Because -1 indicates that the value not found.
So basically here we are using find method to find the position. So these are practice questions. Here we are basically using print text dot find z. It will print this occurrence of z, uh, first occurrence of z, that is 3. And in the same here, the first occurrence of an NA is at 2, second index, so it will print second as given. So in question number 3, we have to find the
O. So the occurrence of O is at fourth index, so it will print 4 in Python. After that, question number 4, it is asking for 2. As we know, if it is not available in the string, it should print -1. So it is printing here -1 as the given thing is not in the text. So the question number 5, we have hello. So the first occurrence of hello is at 0 because it is starting from the starting of the string, that is H. Then there are some memory tips here given so that you can understand what is the use of find method in string. So if the teaser is found, then it will tell the first location, first occurrence of index. If the teaser is missing, then it say -1 not found. So easy formula is this exam tip. So the next method is format method. So the format method is used to insert values in the string by replacing the placeholders with the specified values. We have already done this format method in I think in unit 1. So here I printed the values string.format function. So this is the same thing. Here you can check how we are using. So format can take on one or more value, positional arguments, keyword arguments. It will return a new string with the placeholder replaced by the keyword argument. Suppose we have text equal my name is with curly braces. So if you want that Python replace this with ones, if we use format function, like example number 1 is we have text equal welcome, then brackets. Then we have using bring the text dot format, then the ones. So it will read ones instead of that places. So the places is replaced with ones. So if the multiple placeholders are given, then the first places is replaced with the first value of format. The second places is replaced with the second value of format. Using indexing number, we can use indexing number as well. So the zeroth index is the first element of format. And if we write the 0 in the curly braces, then it will be the zeroth element. If 1, so the 1 first element. If second. Example 4 using named argument. So we can bring using named argument as well. You can directly bring the value using variable. This is the format you can see. Example 5, reuse same value. So we can use we can print same value 2 times as well. There is no limit using indexing. So explanation is given how to print two floating values using format. So for example. So now formatting integer. So example number 7 is basically using dot format function method. Sorry. So we already have done these type of questions. So it is indicating that 05 here is indicate that the whole number should be of 5 digits. So it will attach 30 before the number. Then the left alignment
These are not much used in string, but you should know about these type of concepts. But we don't know that whenever we need these type of questions, but they are not asked so much. This is the basic syntax of right alignment. Also, this is not important to learn, but you should know about it. So check, and this center alignment. This is also not important, so much important. The next thing is now some common mistakes. So the common mistakes are let consider we have hello, then braces, then braces, and we are printing text dot format at once. So there is index error because we have uh, two is, uh, two parentheses, but we are giving only one. Here, common mistake two is we have given this and text dot format is equals to 0, then printing text so output equals to this because format returns a new string. So this is the problem. So here some practice questions are also given. So make sure you will practice these questions in your practice editor, Python practice editor. So this is question number one. Given question number one, this is so simple. We are using format and giving Python. Again, the second one is also simple. The third one, here we are changing the index values. So you may confuse here, but the first index is hello, so hello will print first. Then the zero index is world, so world will print after hello. Here, dot 2f means to print the two decimal point value. Okay, so 03 here means that print the three digit value. So if it is one digit, so it will attach 20 before the number and then print. Now some memory tricks are given here so that you can't forget some basic of format method. This is the overall common formatting symbol. Please make sure you will revise after viewing this video some topics or tips.
So now the index method is index method. So the index method it searches for a specified character or substring in a string and returns the index position of the first appearance. This is the basic syntax of index method with parameter value starts and end. It is much like similar to the main before main methods of a string. But here it returns the index value. So it is not present in the string. It will raise value error. Suppose we have text equal Python program and we can write Python print text dot index of this value and then Python search it from the beginning. Then the first is found at index 0. So it some examples are given. Example 1, example 2, where find a character. These questions must be done by you in practice editor so that you can totally understand how to use these methods and what's the syntax of these methods. So we can also find a word using index method. Example 3 using star, then using and the date, common mistake error, and so on. And then practice questions, and that practice questions must be solved by you. Please go pause the video, then solve the questions and check. After that, check whether there is a problem or not.
So here the example number 4 is given using star and AND. So in index we can use this as well to find from a given range that I want to find the occurrence of A from 2 to 5th 2 to 5th index. So it will check from 2 to 5th index. Python searches only from index 2 to 4, means 5 minus 1. The given number minus 1 index. So this is the purpose. So the next example is multiple occurrences. Sometimes there is a chance that some words comes multiple time. So in that case, the example is given like text equal hello hello. So we are finding the index of. So it will print the first occurrence of that hello. So the first occurrence of that hello is 0. Even though hello appears twice, index returns the first occurrences. So example 6 is given here. Search a substring. So sometime user can also search the substring of a string. So this is how the index return the value. Let's consider we have a variable assigning with a string programming, and we want to find the index of gram. So it will check whether from where the gram start in the text or variable given. So it is starting from 0, 1, 2, 3. So it will print the 3 as the starting index of gram. After that, some common mistakes are given that are made by a student many times. So the thing is that Java is not present, like find index raise an error. So if anything is not present in the text, so it will raise a error. So correct way is to check whether if Java in text, so it will print this, otherwise it will print not found. So these type of mistakes are done by students. So common mistake 2 is that index only returns the position. So like we are printing text equal python text dot index 0. So it will not directly print things, it will return the value, then we have to print. So some practice questions are given for you. You can try by pausing the video. First of all, pause the video, then please try these questions. Please make sure you should practice the questions first so that you can understand the working of all methods. These are the questions based on all the examples we have done before. Practice questions. Please do these questions in your practice editor. Then question number 4. If there is any doubt, you can also comment in this video so that I can explain you. I will create a separate video for that questions as well. Question number 4 is we have a text variable apple
with a string apple and we are using print index p. So the p occurrence is 2 and here the occurrence of p is 0. So these are the questions you have to practice on your practice editor of Python. So now comes to the memory tips of met this method. So some memory tips are given here. Think of index as a strict teacher. If the answer exists, it will give index. Otherwise, raise value error. So these type of questions. So these are the basic methods of strings, and we will continue after these methods by next video. So if there is any problem in any method, please comment on the video. Then I will make separate video for that so that you can understand carefully. Make sure that you are practicing these questions daily in your practice editor so that you can learn the syntax of methods easily. So thank you for watching the video.
So now we will understand the ninth method, that is alum. So it is basically method to check whether all character is a string in a string are alphanumeric. So alphanumeric means it may be alphabets or numbers. So if the string contains only letter or and number, it returns true. Otherwise, it will returns false if there is any space symbol or any special character. So here the basic syntax of is alphanumeric method given here. So is alphanumeric takes no argument. It returns true and false, either true or false. True if all characters are letters or number. False if otherwise false. Suppose we have a text variable having Python 123 as a string. So if we write print text dot alphanumeric, then it will check Python check every character that uh, each character must be alphabet or a number. So since every character is either a letter or a digit, so it will print true. And the example one is given here. Let's consider we have letters only, so that time it will print true, because as all the characters are alphabetic, only alphabets are present here, so that's why it will print true. So the example number two is of numbers only. So as only numeric values are present here, so it will return true as example number one. So the next example is basically of mixed version. So this is example number 3, letters plus number. So this time it will check it will check whether the each character is of alphabet or a number. If all the characters are all the characters are alphabet or numbers, so it will return true, otherwise false. Then we have example number 4 here, which contains space. So sometimes there is a string given here, like in example number 4, there is a string given here, Python space 123, assigned in a text variable. So we are using text dot is alphanumeric here. So it is returning false here because there is a space which is not alphabet and a number. There is a space between text Python and uh, digits, so that's why it will return false. Similarly here it contains a special symbol, so that's why it will return false, because is alphanumeric returns true only when the string contain only alphabets and numbers. So these are the another example contains underscore. So example number 6 contain a underscore. So as we have already told you that underscore is an special character, so that's why it will not consider as alphabet or a digit, so it will return false. So these are the overall examples that explain all the types and all the possible conditions of this method is alphanumeric. So we have example number 7 here, in which empty string is given here. So an empty string has no character, so Python returns false in that condition. Make sure you will do these questions in your Python compiler so that you can understand each question's type clearly. Some common mistakes are given here, like here it is given that we are checking Python space 123 text dot is alphanumeric, but it is returning true, but it should be false because there is a space between here. So what's the error here? So the error here is space are not alphanumeric. Common mistake too is we have given some we have a Python 123 and special symbol here. So special symbol is special character, so that's why it will return false. So here some practice questions are given here for practicing this method. You can practice these questions in your practice editor or Python compiler, online compiler as well. Now memory tips are given here, like break the word if is alphanumeric into two parts, is alpha num. So alpha is letters and num is numeric. So this is the thing that in alphanumeric, alpha is 4 letters and numeric is 4 digits. Now these are the basic condition of alphanumeric. Is alphanumeric. Letters are allowed, numbers allowed, space not allowed, symbols not allowed, special characters not allowed. So now we will check the difference between common validation methods, like if alphanumeric is alpha, then is digit is space. So these are the conditions. Now we will do the next method, that is alpha. So is alpha method check whether all characters in a string are alphabet letters from capital A to Z or small a to Z. So the syntax of using this method is this: say a string dot is alpha, then brackets. So it will not take any parameters. It will directly return the value in the form of boolean, that is true and false. So true if the characters are alphabetics, otherwise false. So here the explanation of this method is given here. Suppose we have a string. variable having string like Python programming, and we want to check that it is alphabetic or not. So we can use is alpha method here. Simply I am printing the text, the variable name, then dot, then is alpha, then bracket. So here Python check every character that it is the every character is alphabetic or not. Since every character is a letter, so it will return true, otherwise it will return false. So here example number 1 is given. In example number 1 only letters are given. Let consider we have a text variable equals to Python, that is only characters, so it will return true. So the string contains only alphabets here, so that's why it returns true here. So the next example is of letters plus numbers. So this is the string given here, text equal Python 123. So here as you can see that we have alphabetic as well as numeric number given here, so it should return false because it here. So as number is present here, that's why it will return false. So numbers are not alphabets. So the example number 3 is given here, in which a string contains a space between hello and world. So here it will also returns false because this space is not considered as alphabetic character in Python. So that's why is alpha method returns false in that condition. We have example number 4 containing special characters. So similarly special characters are not considered as alphabets, so that's why is alpha method returns false in that condition. Make sure you will do these questions in your practice Python compiler so that you can understand these questions easily and these examples. So example number 5 is single letter. If there is any string having single letter, so a single letter is also a alphabetic valid character, so that's why it will return true in that condition. The sixth example is of empty string. So in empty string is nothing, just empty. So that's why empty string does not have any letter, character, or any alphabetic. So that's why it will return false in that condition. This is what empty string returns. So now example number 7. Next example number 7 is of mixed case, in which alphabets are there. So here capital and uppercase and lowercase both type of alphabets are there. So uppercase and lowercase letters are both considered as alphabet, so that's why it will return true in this condition. So some common mistakes are there given here. So the string contains a space, so that time it will return false because the space is not a alphabet. So common mistake 2 is the underscore is not an alphabet. These are the common mistakes that may be done by students. So next we have some practice questions that you can practice on your Python compiler so that you can understand easily. So here digits are not alphabetic characters, so make sure you know about this. So after that, some practice questions will be shown you on this page. You can do these those questions in your Python compiler so that you can understand the method is alpha clearly. So these are the practice questions you can practice. Now we will see the memory tip. So break the word is alpha. So alpha is alphabet. So that's why letters are allowed, numbers not allowed, space not allowed, symbol not allowed, and special characters are not allowed. Again, difference between similar methods are given here. You can check how they are different, and their syntax are given here with solution. So these are the basic syntax and difference between similar methods. Now move to the next method, that is ASCII. So this method checks whether all characters in a string are ASCII character, that is use uppercase letter, lowercase letter, digit, punctuation, spaces, and English keyword character. So these are the ASCII characters. So this is the syntax of ASCII character method, and there is no parameters given to this method. Means it takes no character parameters. It will always return either true or false. If every character is ASCII character, then it will return true. Otherwise, it will return false. So example is given here. As we know, uppercase letter, lowercase letter, punctuation, special character, and spaces are ASCII character. So all things are true here. So that's why it will return true. Python check each and every character, and all character are ASCII character. So that's why it will return true as a result. As given output is true. After that, we have some example given here so that we can understand this method easily. Example number 1, English letter. So English letters, either uppercase letter or lowercase letters, are all are ASCII character. So that's why it will return true in that condition. After that, example number 2, having letters plus numbers. So both letters and numbers are ASCII characters. So that's why is ASCII method will return true in this condition as well. So let's check the output. Output is true. So now the example number 3 is of special character. So special characters are also ASCII characters. So that's why it will also returns the true in this condition. So this is the output. After that, now we have example number 4 that contains space. So space is an ASCII character, that's why it will also return true for is ASCII method. After completing all methods, we will do some questions as well so that we can understand these methods. We will first complete all the methods. So here the false condition come here. Let's consider we have a string having Hindi characters. So Hindi characters are not Unicode characters, not ASCII. That's why it will returns false here. So these type of conditions comes when this method return false as an output. After that, we have some common mistake given here that are mistakenly made by students. Before that, example is given here in which emoji is used. So emoji is not an Unicode character, so that's why it will return false in this condition. The emoji is not a part of ASCII character. Python returns false in this condition. But in case of empty string, it will return true because since there are no known ASCII character, Python returns true. So it will check. Now the common mistake given here that are made by students. So this is the common mistake. The character, this is not ASCII character. So make sure you know about this character, that this character is not an ASCII character. Mistake number two, emoji characters are Unicode, not ASCII. So you forgot parentheses many times. So forgetting parentheses are not correct way to write the method. Now some practice questions are given here. You should practice these questions in your Python compiler. Then if there is any problem, comment on this video so that I can make a separate video for any method you are not able to understand. I will make a separate video for that. Then you can understand. So these are the practice questions. Practice these questions in your Python compiler. Now memory tip are given here that ASCII is basically basic English character set. It include capital A to capital Z, A to Z and 0 to 9 and special characters and space. So it does not include emoji, any different language characters. So ASCII versus Unicode. Characters A, ASCII, yes. Numbers, special characters, space, are all ASCII characters, but this character, other language characters, emojis are not. ASCII characters. They may be Unicode characters, but not ASCII characters. So a common misconception is that is ASCII check only letters. It actually accept the ASCII characters, including digit, punctuations, and spaces. Example is given here. Even though it contains space, punctuation, they all are valid ASCII characters.